Remember, athletes, it's about consistency first, then intensity. Transformation is about changing who we are through our habits. Your path to success, it's a journey. You are unstoppable. You are an athlete. Every day that we wake up able to enjoy the day with the health that we have is a gift. You know, the goal is to become 1% better every single day. Your workout is done and your results are there. Unleash that unstoppable force within you.
Welcome back, athletes. Today we're doing an 8-minute full body workout, and we're actually working in a Tabata format. Today we're doing a double Tabata. And now Tabata defines an interval that is 8 rounds of 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So anytime you hear the word Tabata, you're going to assume that it's 8 rounds of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for that total of 4 minutes. Since we're doing a double Tabata today, we're going to be doing the exact same format now for 8 minutes, but we're going to be alternating through several different exercises to target the lower body, the legs, and the abs. Now, all you're going to need to follow along today is just a medium weight pair of dumbbells. You're going to need an ab mat, or if you have a cushion or a pillow to place under the low back for support during the sit-ups that are coming up, that would work just fine. You also would need your mat, and then be sure to be close by to a wall. We're going to be getting onto that wall for wall sits often, so just make sure that you can make it to the wall within your 10-second period. And then I'll always recommend to maybe have an elevated surface nearby. This is going to help you modify some squat movements. So there is no ego required when we are modifying, and just allows us to really progress and to get strong without injuring ourselves, and also making sure that we're doing all of the movements correctly. All right, athletes, now let's get started. Since this is a wild card workout, I show you your first exercise. Then you're going to check this box above to see what's coming up next. We're going to be moving pretty fast. So remember, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Just make sure you check that box above, and then you'll notice that we're building up on all of the movements that we are going to be doing. All right, so athletes, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe so that we keep training together, and then save this one because you're going to want to repeat it later. 8 minutes, full body. This one's super, super fun, and Tabatas really deliver the results and really get us to work hard in those 20 seconds so that we can deserve that 10-second break. All right, our first movement today is going to be a squat. So go ahead and just stand up and maybe take a couple steps here. Let your feet just fall outside the shoulders naturally, wherever that may be. Drive the knees out to open up the hips, activating the glutes, and then come all the way down into that squat. So in this position, you really want to be at a 90-degree angle or a little bit deeper. And then remember also, you have that option over here, and this will help really reinforce that squat movement, and then just start to work the biomechanics of that movement. All right, athletes, are you ready? Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so inhale on the way down, exhale, squeeze the glutes on the way up, and just prepare yourself here to really find a good pace for yourself. So because we're working on a 20-10, just make sure that you're going to reserve that 10 seconds for the break. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now go ahead, bring that ab mat onto the floor. We've got some time to position. Remember, we're starting up again in just a few seconds, but those 10 seconds go by pretty fast. Your legs are outside. You're going to go all the way down, and now come up and touch the toes. We're going to be doing sit-ups after every single exercise. So just keep in mind how many you may be doing in one interval. Let's say, for example, you do 10 sit-ups in 20 seconds. Try and maintain that same pace. All right, and break. Okay, up next we've got our wall sit. So come on over for the wall sit again for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back against the wall. Push your knees out. Continue to breathe here. Let's take the hands off the legs and bring them up onto the shoulders. Good job. All right, continue to breathe. Get ready now for some sit-ups coming up. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, let's go. Knees outside. That's it. 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Good job. And now after this, we're gonna come in for some squat jumps, but if for whatever reason you're feeling that jumping isn't appropriate for you, then go ahead and just follow with a regular squat. 3, 2, 1, and break. So also the option as well, if you'd like, is you can squat here, jump, and then bring the hips back. And this, again, just helps get us the biomechanics. All right, let's go for 20 seconds. All the way down. And then you notice I'm also not going for speed, but instead for form. Really want to get in nice and deep. And then you notice as well as I land, I just continue the movement all the way down into that squat. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it off. What's coming up next? Sit-ups, you got it. All right, good work. How are you liking this so far? I'd love to hear comments from you. All right, let's go. I love it when you let me know how this went for you. If it was easy, if it was challenging, if you liked it, if you like the Tabata format, because it helps me create the content that you want to see, and then gives me just some feedback as to where you are and break. And also opens up that communication between us. All right, what's next? Wall sit, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, hands off the legs and shoulder blades back and down. Continue to breathe here. Good job. Sit-ups next, get ready. And again, try to just maintain that same number of reps in those 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, break, let's go. Back into sit-ups. I'm already feeling my legs, athletes. Where are you at? All right, get ready. Sit-ups, 3, 2, 1. All right, all the way down and up. You know, I know sometimes it's a little bit intimidating to comment, or sometimes we just kind of want to be in the background and not make so much splash, but when we do communicate, it's our way that we can just break, let each other know how it's going, and then also, again, just to make sure we're progressing towards that finish line. All right, go ahead now and grab your weights, and we're gonna go in for some thrusters, so push the knees out all the way down, and then come up. So remember, again, option over here, if you'd like, totally fine. Just make sure that it's feeling right for you today. And then also use that quick extension of the hips, break, to drive the weights up overhead. What's next? You got it. Let's go in for some sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, and up. I love Tabatas because it feels like the time goes by so fast. And imagine you were doing just a Tabata sit-up. So just sit-ups. It gets so brutal by the 4th or 5th interval. And same thing with the wall sits. Break. All right, let's go now for wall sits. Speaking of wall sits, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So just as a little tip for you, and something I do often too, is anytime I'm kind of not feeling super creative at the moment as to what I want to do, I'll choose one exercise, something that is a challenge for me in general, and I'll just do a Tabata. 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and break. All right, let's go back to our sit-ups. And so we have a tendency, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We have a tendency to usually choose the exercises that are easy for us because it kind of feeds the ego, right? It gives us confidence, it makes us feel better about ourselves, and we know we can do it because it's not that challenging. But if we really want to improve, we want to get into that discomfort. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, good job. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a ground 2 overhead. So grab both weights, push the knees out, stand all the way up, then bring the weights all the way up. So push into the floor as you stand. Good work. That's it. And really make sure that that back is straight. I'm looking straight to keep the back straight, pushing into the floor to stand. Let's just do one more. And break. All right, good. Let's go. Sit-ups. Put those down a moment. We're almost done. Good work, athletes. You know, I've always found that the most challenging exercises or workouts I've ever done was something like aerobics or Zumba because I was always losing that coordination. And so just as a funny reminder to myself and kind of just a mental note, last one, break. All right, let's go for wall sits. I just found it super funny that I somehow remembered the orders of the sit-ups and the wall sit because, break, it's typically not like me to actually remember these movements, and so that's my little win that I wanted to share with you today. And what's great about that is we have so many little wins, and we oftentimes miss them, even if there was something so small like, whoa, I remembered the order of my exercise. Break. Normally that would have been something I would have fumbled on massively. All right, so let's go ahead. This is the last one here. You did great, and now maybe we go just a bit faster for a fast finish if you have it in you. Otherwise, keep doing what you were doing the whole time. That's it, stay here with me. We're doing so good. That's it. And break. Whew. Good job. High five, athletes. Remember, save this workout if you want to come back to it, or repeat it one more time if you've got 8 more minutes today. Love to hear from you, so comment below. Let me know how this went. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. And if you've enjoyed this, like this video so I know what else to create for you. All right, now let's go. Refuel, rehydrate, and let's meet up in the next one. You got this.